This is one of the very many questions that people ask when it comes to relationship. You see a young lady who, who falls in love with a young man, and at a point, religion comes in. First, I want us to establish that God is not a religion, God is God. So, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, the issue of religion should not be a problem. But we cannot discountenance the fact that in this age and time, that has always been there. And there have been Muslim families that have said their children should not marry from Christian homes. In 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 12 to 13, Paul has an advice. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. End of quote. Paul made it clear that he is not God. He's just saying, he's advising this. And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. Now, the assumption here by Paul is that these people are married. One is of a different faith or is an unbeliever. It would be wrong to say a Muslim is an unbeliever because a Muslim also believes there is God. It is saying here that if you can accommodate yourself, so be it. I've seen so many Muslim families, so many families we're made up of Muslim and Christian, and they have been wonderful families. And that's why in the beginning I said, God is not a religion. You never can tell that one of those two people can decide to toe the lines of the other and decide, okay, I want to worship like my husband, or I want to worship where my wife worships. But for you as a Christian, if you, on account of that, have disagreed, you might just be losing the soul, that of your husband or your wife. One of the important parts is to realize that marriage is an institution. Even though approved by God, it is meant for the earth. The scripture made it clear in the book of Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 22, from verse 29 down to 30, that there is no marriage in heaven. The only marriage is that of the Lamb to the fold, which is the marriage of Christ to the church, which is used to explain what it should be like between husband and wife. So it's actually not important to make religion an issue when you want to get married, but if there is a case that you are like this lady and the fiancé says no, you will have to take a pragmatic decision whether you're going to have a marriage or not. But if he does not say no and it's okay, you can do your things your own way, worship your own way, you might as well just go into your marriage and wait, because you might be able, by the things you do, the way you behave, convert such a brother. Same thing with a brother whose wife it's a non-believer. If you take your time and you tarry a while, you might be able to take care of it if you are peaceful, and this fellow might decide to be with you. Above all, it's important to know that God is not religion, so religion should not be a real factor that will stop you from marrying someone that is close to your heart.